Technical difficulties. Hold on. Welcome to the No1 Podcast. I am your host, Coach Jake. Hope you guys are doing good. I guess the people on Instagram cannot hear me. So let's see what's going on there. I'm going to just take these out. Well, I think I need them for the people on Spotify. Let me know if you can or can't hear me on there, Keith. I appreciate the feedback. Hope you guys are doing good. Today is Friday, the 27th of May. It's a wonderful day. It's a Friday, so hopefully you guys that are wage slaves are getting done. Gonna have a long weekend. Not me. I'm always working. Always on that grind. Always hustling. But what you got planned? My wife is down at Miami HQ. Oh, yeah, so you can hear me, huh? Cool. Okay, I appreciate that. Thanks, Keith. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Hope you guys can hear me out there. If not, it is what it is. So my wife is down in Miami at Cardone Enterprises headquarters. She is doing a training with Grant Cardone's wife, Elena, who is a badass in her own right, an actress, real estate guru, all that. So she's going down, learning some cool stuff with her. Super stoked for her. But that means I'm here with the kids. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do. Probably Sunday, I think we're going to go roller skating. My kids like roller skating. So take them over to the roller rink. And then I don't know what else we're going to do. Hey, Anthony, can you hear me? Okay, I'm sorry. I got to talk to people on Instagram. Can you hear me? Message below. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be working all weekend, studying, putting together some packages. I just landed a good deal with a good friend of mine. So we're going to bang that out and turn his company into multi-million, getting him rich as hell. Yeah, guys, it's on. I need you to understand something, man. You can't let the outside world affect what you do. You can't let all this news about, the economy, but you can't listen to that, man. That economy should not affect your economy. Do you understand what I mean? More millionaires were created during the Great Depression than any other time. Do you understand? More millionaires were created during the Great Depression than any other time in history. So it's really super important that no, I don't even know if I'm actually getting through. Can you guys hear me on Instagram? I don't know. I hope so. Anyway, you cannot let. So hold on. Now I think this is Keith again. What's up, Keith? What do you think about investors investing in a company? Depends on the company. Depends on the people running the company. Depends on the industry. I mean, you got to get way more specific. I'll tell you what I think. It's just my opinion, but it depends on what you're investing in, right? And how much, and there's a lot of variables there. So, your company. What is your company? I don't know what that is, Keith. Yeah. Anyway, here we go. Let's see. Can you guys hear me on Instagram? I hope you can hear me. I'm not sure. Anyway, you can't let the outside economy affect you. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You've got to get to where oh yeah, what's up, Keith? Sorry, dude. It messes me up because it says Facebook user. I'm not sure. Maybe if your account is on private or something, maybe it does that. You don't want to get investors, dude. You don't want investors. The reason you don't want investors is because they then become your boss and you have to start answering to them. So you don't want investors. And if you need to be getting outside capital, honestly, you need to figure out your sales and marketing. Okay. So, you took advantage of that 15-minute phone call. By all means, get the signage going, start hitting your power base, start calling people. That is going to be your number one thing. Start getting an offer, start dragging people in, man. You got to, if you got to go be the, outside a car dealership, you see the noodle guy. You got to go be that noodle guy out on the street, draw people in. Like you have to do that or you're going to go out of business. Sales and marketing is your number one thing that you're going to need to do, right? So more millionaires were made during the Great Depression than any other time in history. I say that I want to get today, I'm going to talk about clarity. Okay. Yeah. Why you got to be clear, because if you're not clear, you're going to end up doing all kinds of dumb shit. It's just how it is. You're going to get distracted and pulled off your pivot. Okay. So you got to have clarity on what it is that you want to do. And the important thing is, and the reason I bring this up about more millionaires were created during the Great Depression than any other time in history, is that you cannot get pulled off on what the news is fucking telling you, man. So what? So what the economy's down? So what prices are high? So fucking what? Go fucking make some money. Go out and hustle. Go figure out where the new markets are. Go figure out a better offer that drives people to your business. That's why you're an entrepreneur, because you don't have a boss. Nobody's going to tell you no except the market, right? And if the market's telling you no right now, that's because your offer's not right. You're not offering enough value if people aren't buying your stuff. And by value, that's not what you think is cool, what other people think is cool enough to give you money for. Does that make sense? That's the deal. You have to figure out what other people want to give you money for. That's what value is. So in let's say you like my hat. If you like my hat more than the $20 in your pocket, and I like the $20 in your pocket more than you like my hat, we trade and we both win. That's Grant Cardone calls that the winner's exchange, okay? But it's basically the whole idea between about markets, about all of economics, that it's consensual, first of all. So it's by definition an ethical method of human interaction versus stealing or taking by force or trickery or any bullshit. It's completely you're fully informed and it's consensual, right? That's what I love about business. But if you don't like my hat more than the $20, then I got to figure something out. I got to come up with a better hat, lower my price, add stuff in. Hey, you don't like the hat? I'll give you the hat and a t-shirt for $20. You got to start building value to where people do want to transact with you. Okay. So what's with a hat? You know, I can go buy this fucking hat for $5 wholesale and try to resell it. It's $3. Where's the markup come? The markup comes in the brand, because I either have come up with something clever, or you like the energy, or you like what it represents. So, for example, Scientific Wrestling, that's a brand I've been building for 20 years. Like the highest level quality, the highest level participants. It's a high-end brand. I'm not selling Toyota with Scientific Wrestling. I'm selling Lexus. You know, they're both made by the same company, Toyota and Lexus. And they're really the same freaking, they're the same manufacturer. They're really mostly the same car. There's some doodads, some polish, a different logo, a different feel. So, but what is it signaling? It's signaling, hey, I'm driving a Lexus. Hey, I'm with Scientific Wrestling. I'm not with bottom of the barrel, cheapest. Let me tell you something about price. There's no advantage. You don't want to be the lowest price guy unless you're the highest volume guy. Coca-Cola is cheap because they're moving units, tons and tons of units. So they don't need fat margins. They've got skinny margins, profit. That's what when I'm talking about the difference between what your price is and what your cost of goods is, right? So that margin is skinny, but they're selling volume. So I only need a dollar margin if I'm selling 1 million units to make $1 million. But that ain't gonna fly. So what I like a Lexus, they're not going to sell as many, but going to sell them at a higher price point, make that same $1 million selling less. Does that make sense? So you want to make sure that you are clear and not pulled off of your plan. Clarity is absolutely paramount to your success, right? So don't get drawn into all this bullshit about how bad the economy is and Biden this or Trump that, or fucking dude, it has nothing to do with you. You have zero control over it. Stop fucking bitching about it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares you're upset about whoever's in office. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change your life. It's not going to change anybody else's life. What's going to change your life is rolling up your fucking sleeves and working harder and working smarter. You know, all these people, oh, I don't work hard, I work smart. You know what? I do both and I fucking beat both. I beat people who work hard and I beat people who work smart because I do both. I bust my ass, but I also work smart. So I get maximum leverage out of that energy, right? Now, how do you get this clarity? Okay. How do you get clear on what it is that you want? I wrote a whole book last year, Liberation. I don't know. It looks backwards for you guys, or it is for me. I don't know. You guys, it looks forward. You can type this in, type in Liberation and then my name, Jake Shannon, at Amazon. Get a copy. And it's basically just a series of questions. It's like a workbook where you ask questions and answer these questions. So like I even did it for myself. It's useful. I use it for myself and write it out. Okay. So having very good questions to ask is a huge part about getting clarity. Hey, what's up, Marco? Team Canada in the house. Scientific Wrestling Canada talking about a strong-ass brand, man. They're rocking it. In fact, today I posted a video that they made just on the brand alone. People are already asking for merch off the strength of the brand. Okay? Business is so fucking cool, but it's very, very complicated. And you need to just fucking get over it and learning how to do it. Okay? Stop having the job mentality, dude. You're not going to be satisfied in your life. You're not going to be satisfied with the impact you fucking make. Okay? Huh, Marco? We were talking about this shit, right? Like, I mean, they're called golden fucking handcuffs or a gilded cage, dude. Yeah. Okay, so I got fucking gold handcuffs. They're still fucking handcuffs. Whether they're made out of fucking gold or tin or whatever, they're handcuffs. And they're keeping you trapped. Okay? Now, the trade-off is you're going to have to fucking commit to busting your ass. And to do that, you have to stay clear. You cannot get pulled off your fucking pivot. You cannot get pulled off your pivot. Okay. You've got to stay centered and clear on what it is you want. And like I said, the best way to start on getting clarity is having somebody ask the right questions of you, and then you answer them. That's, again, like I said, I wrote this whole book. It's not even expensive, like $20. This shit will fucking change your life. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I have a friend that I worked through on my coaching program for mindset. And this was the workbook we worked through. The guy's making millions of dollars. And it's because of the change on the questions that you're asking yourself. Okay? You have to, the quality of the questions will determine the quality of your life. The quality of the questions you answer will determine the quality of your life. That is going to be your first thing. So you need to ask questions like, what is it that I want in my life? What kind of impact do I want to have? How can I do this quickly? Who can I get to help me? Like, those are real basic. I'll show you, like, talk about this. So this book, Liberation, right? I'm going to go through just a couple of pages here. Not long. It's like under 100 pages, man. It's a workbook. It's a workbook. You buy it, you read the thing, and you answer the questions. So I have a whole thing on what does liberation mean to you, okay? Minding, paying attention. So I ask, what is your definition of freedom? How would you what does that mean to you? If you could say, I am finally free, I've done it, I'm liberated from whatever is fucking holding you back. What does that mean? Write it down, write the answer down. Get the guts to write that down. Some people can't even write it down because they're scared. They're scared somebody might read it. Oh, guess what? That is only going to help lead to your liberation. I don't care who it is that reads it. I ask another question. Where do you need to take more responsibility? Because in my opinion, freedom and responsibility are actually the same thing. Think about it. I want to be free to be my own boss. I don't want another boss, but that means I have to be my own boss. I have to take responsibility, hold myself accountable, make sure I'm getting the work done, make sure I'm hitting my targets. Right? So Marco up in Canada said after last weekend, because he was at the camp and we did a lot of business development work and a lot of mindset with regards to business. He said after our last weekend, I went back to update my goals. Yeah, you got to make sure that like your financial goals, your personal goals, right? The goals that you want for yourself and your legacy, you got to get them all in line and you got to revise it over time. I write my goals 2 times a day. Okay. 2 times a day. And I've been doing that now for probably about 2 years. So I've written my goals out 700 times in the last 200 years. 2 years, sorry. Probably about 700 times. Do you think I'm more likely or less likely to reach those goals than somebody who writes them once on New Year's on their fucking vision board? So I write my goals 700 times in 2 years, and somebody else writes them 2 times in 2 years. Who is really more likely? Who are you going to bet on to achieve their goals? And I guarantee you, the person who writes their goals only at New Year's, they're writing fucking pussy goals, like lame, little tiny, wimpy fucking goals. And I'm writing big, crazy fucking goals. And I'm going to still bet on me because I'm just clear, because I'm focused. So the first thing is quality questions and the answers to quality questions. That's going to help you get clarity. The thing that's going to help you maintain clarity is writing them frequently. You don't have to do it 2 times. Just do it fucking 1 time a day. When you first wake up or when you first go to bed, when you're going to bed at night, write down your goals. Maintain the clarity. The other thing is you've got to get rid of distractions. You've got to minimize them, right? So one of the best shifts that I ever made was I stopped using social media as a consumer. I started using them as a producer. So if you can go check out at Ask Jake. At Ask Coach Jake. That's my Instagram for me personally. I have one for at Scientific Wrestling. I have one for at Mace Movement, which is for all the Mace stuff that I do. I have one for Thales at Thales.coaching. Go check them out. You can see how I'm using social media, how much I'm posting. I don't spend a lot of time reading it. When I go to bed at night, I give myself about an hour to watch some TV. I admit I like Better Call Saul, so I'll watch that, or I'll watch some wrestling. I like watching the New Japan. I get it thanks to Access TV. Or I'll watch some MMA. I'll watch something before going to bed, and while I'm doing that and going through, I will give myself a little time to be a consumer. Okay, but even when I'm a consumer, I'm still focused on like, what's this person doing? What's that person doing? And I'm modeling what they're doing and thinking how to apply it to Scientific Wrestling or my No1 coaching or the podcast or whatever, right? So quality questions will lead to quality answers. That you're going to need to start with that, okay? You're going to need to have goals that are out, that come from those quality questions. And you need to keep those goals in front of you constantly so you don't get pulled off. That doesn't mean you can't revise them as new information presents itself, but you need to keep them in front of you so you don't get pulled off onto fucking Hunter Biden's laptop or some other bullshit that doesn't really fucking matter to you. Okay? Yes, there are lots of scumbags and psychopaths that are running the planet. You can't do fuck all about that. The only thing you can take control of is your own life and your own choices. And if you do that and commit and take that full responsibility, you can literally make your life absolutely fantastic. Increase your quality of living, the quality of living for your family and your friends. But you have to stop fucking around with all this other shit that doesn't really matter. No matter how hard somebody tries to sell you, you can't get embroiled on the news, even if it's the local news and there's some horrible car accident. Unless it's one of your friends or family, or you are involved, it's probably none of your business unless you are in the business of helping those people. Okay? I'm sorry, I'm not being callous. I'm just telling you that we live in a world of absolute ridiculous amount of distraction. 50 years ago, you wouldn't know what the fuck was going on outside of your immediate vicinity, and you would have to mind your business. Think about that fucking phrase, mind your business. Benjamin Franklin made a coin. I said, I wish it was still today, like the penny or something back in the day. And on it printed was mind your business. Not e pluribus unum, not fucking in God we trust, none of that bullshit. Mind your business. Okay? What does that mean? First of all, put your mind on your own shit. Don't worry about other people's shit. Stop being a fucking yenta, a busybody, getting in everybody else. Get your own shit right. Okay? If you want to help people, you have to be in a position to help. You need somebody that doesn't need help first if you're going to start helping people. So get your shit right. Okay? You got to get clarity on what it is you want out of your life and not get distracted. So I'm not shitting you. This is a fantastic place to start. Okay? This is really, really a good way. These questions will, I guarantee you, change your freaking life. Less than $20. I mean, I don't really care. People can send out the PDF and stuff for free. I don't really care. Read it and do it. This is cheap. I charge, if you engage me for a 1-month contract, it's $3,500. I will change it. That will be the greatest $3,500 that you ever spend in your life. For 1 month with me, I will radically change everything. Okay? Because of the quality of the questions. Does that make sense? Then you have to hold yourself accountable. How am I going to hold myself accountable to staying on these crazy goals? So keep them in front of you, right? And then you have to actually make a point of not getting distracted. Don't play fucking Candy Crush. Don't be playing fucking Grand Theft Auto. Okay? I'm not saying don't do it at all. I'm saying you're probably doing it too much. Get off fucking Pornhub. Get off OnlyFans. Get off of fucking whatever, gambling sites. I don't know what you're into, man. I don't really give a shit. Whatever it is, there's stuff that you could be doing that would better your life and not just waste your time, not just occupy your time. What are you here on this fucking planet for? To manage your boredom? Because we live in a time of absolute abundance, but you're miserable. You're miserable if you're just managing your boredom. You need a purpose. You need to have something that fucking drives you crazy in a good way. That keeps you up at night because you're so fucking excited. My mission, to get every man, woman, and child on the earth involved with scientific wrestling as either a fan, athlete, coach, or a promoter. Period. Boom. Easy. I could say it like that because I know it. I know what my goals are. Right now, my immediate goals are earn $50,000 a month consistently. I'm almost there, not quite. Now, the goal to have $10 million in net worth. Again, I'm not there. I'm working my way there, but I'm not there. These are my goals, and I'm focused. They're in front of me constantly. Okay? This is what you have to do. Nobody's going to do this shit for you. It's called taking responsibility. And again, responsibility and freedom. You want freedom, you got to take responsibility. If you want all that stuff, take responsibility for it. Nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody fucking owes it to you. You have been given a life during the pinnacle of human technological convenience and achievement. You can order like pretty much anything and get it in 2 days. You can know anything you want by just fucking looking it up on your phone. This is new. And you're already bored with it and fucking depressed. That's on you, man. Like, that's some loser shit. Okay, I'm just telling you. So are you, and I'm not being insulting, I'm just saying you're losing. You could be winning or you could be losing. And which one would you rather fucking do? And if you're gonna win, you need to know what it is that you need to do to win. Okay? It's, like the game of life, the sport, right? So what are you gonna do for that? All right, well, I'm not gonna go on and on and on. I get fired up about this, but you got to get clarity. Clarity is going to come from asking the right questions. Okay. Well, answering the right questions, honestly. And then keeping those answers in front of you and busting your ass and not getting distracted to answer those questions, to get that where you need to be. Right. So if I can help you with any of this, I am here. This is what I fucking do. Now, when I'm on the podcast, it's very general. I'm just giving general advice. When I'm helping these other people crush their fucking goals in business and grappling. That's it. That's my whole life is wrestling, fitness, and business. That's it. And family. That's it. That's all I do. Right? So if I can help you, I am here to do so. You can go to, you can DM me. I'll send you a link. I'll give you 15 minutes of my time. We can work together. If you need more of my time, hire me, dude. It is, stop being stupid about price. If somebody said you need to come up with $1 million, but it's guaranteed to give you $1 billion, that's 1,000 times fucking return. You would be stupid not to figure out how to come up with $1 million. You'd be calling your friends, dude, come on, man. We just need to figure out $1 million, then we can get $1 billion. That's why you want to think in terms of investment, not price. Does that make sense? What is it that you're going to get out of it? Now, in the same way that Scientific Wrestling is a high-end brand, and I designed it that way because I went and got information from the very, very cream of the crop firsthand. Not these other guys that use the names of the guys that I actually worked with and chose to work with me. No, they love to use all the shit and the ideas and the names of the people I found. People love to use that, but they ain't me, and they ain't my fucking brand, and nobody. And it's cheap and crappy. And I'm just telling you, I have so many people. They go and they kick the tires on all this low end bullshit, and then they come to me and they're like, okay. But I didn't do that just in grappling. I've done that in business. Okay. So in the same way that I apprenticed with Billy or mentored with Carl Gotch or picked the brain of Wade Chalice for years, or these guys, I did the same in business. That's why I partnered with Grant Cardone. Guy's a freaking billionaire. I got my master's degree in financial math, probably the hardest thing. Worked in investment banking, mortgage banking. So I am trying to find the very, very best to increase my standing as quickly as possible, right? Because the one thing that they're not making any more of is time. I mean, fuck, it used to be time in real estate, but Elon Musk is going to have us on the fucking Mars and the moon. So there's going to be more real estate, but you only get so much time. So you need to collapse it. If you want to get places faster, that's really the point of coaching, right? What is a coach? Coach is, you can look at the etymology, the history, the meaning of the word. It comes from like a coach, like a carriage, like a horse and carriage, like a coach that would carry you from one place to another. So you want to find a coach that could get you there, but also could get you there quick, hopefully, right? So I'm here to help you. You guys can hit me up. I'll throw some of these up. If you really want to combine both grappling and business, check out scientificwrestler.com. We're going to blow you up, get you involved with the best brand in the business, and build your business doing something you really love. you can come out and visit me at coachandcatch.com. We're going to be out in San Diego. Just did one in the Mojave Desert. It was awesome. Had a fantastic time. If it's strictly on the business side, I understand. Hit me up, No1 Coaching, but it's No1Coaching.com. Super excited, by the way. I figured out what I'm going to do. I've just been broadcasting here. Fucking walls. I'm a bit of a, I was a film major, so I could make it look cool, but this is just a corner of a fucking wall with the angles. But I'm going to do something cool. I'm getting a #1 neon sign, get the backdrop. It's going to look sweet. I'm super stoked. So if I can help you, I'm here. Hit me up the DMs. You can also go over to Thales.coaching.com. It'll take you the same place that #1 Coaching will take you. I'm here to help you. I will help you. But you got to take responsibility if you want to be free, because they're the same thing. So I'm here to help you get clear. I'm helping you to get aligned, help you to stay accountable to your goals, help you to fucking get your goals, not just set your goals, but get your goals. All right. All right, guys. Great to see you. Have a fantastic weekend. Kill it. Make the most of it. And I will see you on Monday. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Bye.